Alright guys, well, welcome to Wyoming. We're about a month into the turkey season here in Wyoming, but I think I've talked about it before if you've watched any of my other Wyoming turkey hunting public land videos, is it's really tough early season until the weather breaks and the turkeys break up and head out into different areas. So last night I was driving around and I think I seen some turkeys relatively close to a piece that I can hunt. So I'm gonna go out there and hike on in and see if we can strike up a bird, call them in and shoot them. So shooting Lisa's old bow because I kind of parted ways with my other bow, and hopefully we can knock one down with that. So I know it shoots good. I was tuned it in last night, made sure it was shooting good for me. Alright, so there's a bird. Just kind of going up towards that piece of public there. Looked like a hen, but if they're there, then that Tom or Jake or whatever I heard last night should be there as well. Can't see anything else, but I'm going to try to get up there and get in front of them. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Trying to get up in this bowl here that those turkeys, or that turkey is headed to. It's also bear season too. I've got a bear tag, so if we see one, we might try to call him in. That would be cool. So, I'm pretty sure I seen a hen, but I don't know if there's any other birds with it, or if it's just the one hen that I saw over there. There was a gobbler or a jake or something that was gobbling last night up in here, so I set the decoys out. I had to crawl out there to set it up, but I'm going to set everything up here and hopefully stay in the shadows and maybe shoot them if they come up here. So, here we go. So I've got these birds to gobble. They sound like they might be going the wrong way, but I'm getting really aggressive with them. Hopefully maybe we'll get them to turn and come back. We had a hen pretty close. I couldn't film her, but I don't know if she saw me or what, but she ended up kind of going down that way. So hopefully she didn't take longbeards with them. But I'm just coming around here trying to stay behind the fan and trying to get them fired up. Maybe they'll turn and come this way. So I was able to go out and fan, and I was able to see the Tom, and he's strutting about 120, 150 yards away. I think he has hens with him. Well, I know he has hens with him. So I don't know if we'll be able to get him away, but I showed him the fan, called to him. He gobbled once or twice, kept strutting. So I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna come in. I feel like they've got their hens, they've got shade, they've got places to peck down there that, even though they gobbled a lot of times at me there, I don't think they're coming in. I might hang out a little bit longer, and then I'm sure my impatience will get the best of me, and I'll probably go after them. But wait a little bit longer, see if they break loose or something. And they're just hanging out down there. So I think I'm gonna sneak in, try to get as close as I can with the fan on the camera, and maybe we can make it happen. So, yeah, just shot a nice bird. I haven't looked at the shot, but I thought it looked good when I hit him, and he kind of went down right away and started flopping. So I ran up to him, tried to get another shot at him like I normally do. I could have probably ran him down, tried to head shoot him, and hit a rock, blew my arrow up. It's awesome. I'm excited. I was able to sneak back down this way and get kind of in front of where they wanted to go, and that's kind of what worked. I had the fan on my bow, and I was able to make a shot. It was a little bit farther than I wanted him to be. I just held high with my 20-yard pin, but I think he was probably 30, right near the 30-yard mark. So I'm pretty excited. Freaking awesome. Had a awesome season so far, even though I haven't even broken the bow out. I was able to run around with one of my buddies down in Florida and kill a nice Osceola with the shotgun, and then I had a work trip that I had to go back and work on my house in Ohio, and while I was there, I was able to get out and kill a bird with my buddy Tony. So this season, I know the season's a month in, but you know, this is the first time I've been out in Wyoming trying to kill a bird, and it's nice to be able to back east. You get in the woods and you kind of hunt all day. Well, here you kind of try to find the birds first, and then hopefully go out and shoot one. So we're lucky enough to do that today. So let's go get our hands on this bird, see what he looks like. All right. Well, oh no, drop a GoPro. Hopefully that doesn't break. All right, well, we got a turkey, and it wasn't as big of a shit show as I've had before. My first shot was a little low, hit him like right in the top of his legs, basically where his legs tie in. I don't think he was gonna live, that's for sure, and he wasn't able to really run. But I wasn't sure where exactly I hit him, and was trying to get another arrow in him right away. And I should have just came up here and body shot him real quick. But I don't know if you can see there. He's right next to the rock. All right, guys. Well, what an absolutely beautiful morning it was here in Wyoming. And for it to come together on the first morning that I've actually really got out and chased turkeys here in Wyoming is pretty impressive. Usually takes me a long time, a lot of gas mileage, a lot of scouting, trying to find birds that are working on the public pieces. So this morning, as luck would have it, I found some last night that roosted pretty close to a spot I thought I could get into, and sure enough, they worked up in here. The first setup, it was a beautiful setup, had the decoys out and everything, and they gobbled quite a few times at me, but just would never come out of this bottom. So eventually I threw the fan on the camera and went around and got a little bit closer, and they ended up working in. So had a Jake work in about, I don't know, 8 to 10 yards, and then this old boy was strutting on that ridge at about 38, 39 yards. I didn't want to shoot him that far, so he ended up coming down to probably, I don't know, if my shot was probably 28 yards, something like that. Held a little bit high, and I hit him pretty good, really, just a little bit low, and he probably would have expired, but I jumped up, ran after him, put another arrow in his head. So broke a couple arrows, but I got a dead bird. So my Wyoming Merriam's hunting is over for myself. My wife has a tag, so we'll see what she gets into, and then maybe we'll run around with Dustin and kill some birds with that. So also I have South Dakota, so I'm going to try to get to South Dakota, maybe kill one with the bow. I have a bow tag, and then I have a gun tag. So right now this is the third species that I've killed this year, and that'll probably be it unless I kill a Rio or something in South Dakota. So yep, anyway, I'm going to get a tag on this bird, and then we're going to get him back to the car, back to the house, and get him cooked up. Possibly tonight, we'll see. Unfortunately, my little man is sick, or he would be here. We got a notification on Snapchat or something like that 2 years ago today, I think I killed a bird as well in this general area. So he was with me then, unfortunately not now, but he'll enjoy it when we get back to see him. So until next time, guys, bow hunt or die. New hunting rig. Gas is expensive, boys. No judgment here. The old Toyota Corolla, rocking it out. I got a bird right here, guys. Woo, 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 woo. Right there. I'll be back in the morning. These birds are going nuts. They've been going nuts for probably 35 minutes. It's 5:30 right now, so technically sunrise is like 25 minutes. But I was walking in here and these birds were going nuts, so I'm hoping that I'm set up right. I don't know. It was kind of last minute plan. Got back here in this cove. I wanted to be down. There's no logging road. Old logging road that goes down right to where these birds are roosted. And I wanted to be right there on that logging road in the timber. But they were going nuts when I walked in here at 4:30, so I just kind of threw everything up because I didn't know what was going to happen. And kind of got settled in real quick, so just now breaking daylight where I can see good. I do some light calling. Act like a hen pitching down and see what happens. I've changed my decoy setup a little bit. I've got 3 hens, no jig, no dom. Seems like the jigs, when you put a decoy out this late in the game, those birds come in and beat them up so fast that you can't shoot with archery tackle. So basically I put 3 hens up here, 1 laying down, 2 standing up, to kind of make them come in a little slower. Up a little bit. These toms are still on the roost. It's well after light, as you can tell. I think when I did the fly down cackle, I flapped my hat, trying to sound like a bird flying down. I might have been a little too early. And I think those toms are staying in the trees, because they're thinking this end's coming, but I'm not. I'm staying right here, so. They might fly down here a little bit, but my goodness, it's getting pretty late.
wasn't coming any closer. Came out at 30. He was at 40 right there. 37. But he flew across this field, which makes me nervous, so I'm gonna grab my bow and go see if I can't find him here. I don't know what happened. To me, I thought I smoked that bird. Apparently, that must have hit low, because I can't find anything. I mean, I found my arrow, had some meat in it, but no blood, no feathers. I mean, literally nothing. Bird flew off. I watched him fly around that point. I grid searched all that. It's almost like you got, I don't know. It's weird. I'm gonna search it again in case he took off running back towards the truck. I mean, he flew right towards the truck, so I gotta walk up there anyway. But I thought I smoked that bird. Not to see him fly 100 yards across this field and out of sight. And it's pretty wide open, so I mean, if he was laying in there, I thought I should be able to see him. But I'm gonna walk up there and see, because I could have walked right by him. They do that stuff. I'm not giving up. Well, we're packing up. Here I am. I'm gonna walk out here and try to find this bird. I don't know where he went. I watched him fly across this field. Looked like he went down this little dip. Thought maybe he'd be dead up here in the field, but he's not, so packing my gear out halfway at least, and then we're gonna look for this bird. It gotta be dead, right? You'd think. Trying to find some blood or anything, honestly. So I was walking out over there. You can see my orange decoy bag. That's where I last saw that bird. I was back in this cove. The last place I saw this bird in the air, and I thought he's got to be over there in that timber. Walked all of it, grid searched it, could not find this bird. I was like, well, I'll just go get the truck, come back here and get my stuff. And I was walking, and I just happened to, it just caught my eye. Hit turkey laying dead right here, right above the field edge. Couldn't get any better. So, here to look at him, guys. Pretty good bird. He is, he's got probably a little over inch spurs, maybe. Probably 10.5, 11 inch beard, maybe. Nah, maybe not quite. 9.5, 10 tops. So yeah, first bird of the year. I've got 2 days of season left, but honestly I'm probably done. We don't have a whole lot of turkeys, and this one made me work for it. So, well, good morning, guys. So yeah, pretty successful hunt. Roosted this bird last night. A couple hoot out calls, and he gobbled. Kind of knew where he was then. I went in there this morning, and I was gonna set up basically right underneath them with no blind. But when I was walking across the field at 4:30 this morning, he gobbled and basically woke up the woods. So the rest of them started gobbling. So I popped up the blind, threw the decoys out real quick, right on the field edge, about 40 yards off the timber line. Finally got a hen to come up, and he was just following her right out of the woods. Beautiful footage. I was hoping that he was going to do what she did, which was walk up to 10 yards from the blind, from the decoys and from the blind, but he didn't. He hung out at like 30 to 40 yards, and he was just going to basically skirt around me, I think, to catch up to his hen. When a couple big bucks came out, I think that just kind of made him stick closer to the timber for some reason, and finally when I thought this is it, now or never, he was 40 yards, and I let him have it. Did a couple backflips, and he flew to the woods and died. So I got 3 tags, but honestly, season's almost over. Haven't seen the turkey population really bounce back from all the coons and stuff, so we are probably just going to shoot this one and be done, and start getting ready for deer season. So got a lot of stuff to do on the new farm yet. a lot of seed to put in the ground. Got some seed on the ground. Planted some clover. Made a pond. Did a little dozing work. Gonna make some four-wheeler trails, creek crossing, stuff like that, so I can get in and out real easy. Planted some switchgrass, get some bedding established. Got like 6 acres of that, so it ought to be pretty awesome. Maybe if not this year, but in a couple years, it ought to be prime time down there. So that's the farm where Weston shot a buck this year, and Dustin shot a buck right on the fence line, but on my lease. But got some good deer on it, and we passed up a lot of good deer last year on there, a lot of younger deer. So I'm hoping this year and next year and every year from now on ought to be really good. So I'll keep you posted. But yeah, Big Tom down. So with the Matthews, didn't get any better than that. Bow or die.